Hello and welcome back to Cynthia's Conversation. How are you guys doing? New week and new episode. Guys, let's get into it. This one was from a lady. And it goes, a woman has been in coma for over a decade in a nursing home. Just give birth to a baby. How cruel can people be? How do you even do this to another human being? It's a question with a question mark. Okay, let me start by saying, when you ask the question how cruel people can be, then well, you don't know what human beings are capable of when they are in position of power. Okay, and things like this literally breaks my heart so badly because I have two daughters, non-verbal autistic daughters, twins, and I will probably be in pieces if this was to be any of my daughter. But to answer your question, how cruel can people be? All you need to do is just look at the people in position of power, how they deal with that power, or the people with influence that have a lot of influence. Because this person has been in coma, for any reason, who is already medically unwell to be in the coma, for somebody to have the idea of having to have anything to do with that person, leave alone make the person pregnant. I don't understand how someone in their right mind, because like I've always said in this table, nobody take an accountability for what they do. Everybody has some sort of underlying reason why they do some certain things, and this is one of those reasons why I would say trust no one. Because anyone that have access to this lady who is in the coma is probably somebody that work in that facility, somebody that feels that they have overpowered someone that is laying down there in the coma for you to want to have anything intimacy with somebody that they can't consent to what you are doing. They are not even aware of what you are doing. And these people are trusted to look after the person. Well, to answer your question again, human beings are cruel. You don't need to go far. You don't need to even look far. Just look around you and see the people who are in a position of power and how in what way in which they misuse that power. Because if not because this person, oh God, you know what? If I were a family member of that woman, after she gives birth, I would do a DNA test with everybody that have contact with her, walking visitor, the managers, name it. Everyone and everybody that have come across or have even put their leg in that facility. And when you finally find the person that is responsible for it, my goodness, I don't think jail is enough for that kind of person. If it was to me, I will literally cut off his sausage, if I can say that, and cook it for him to eat so that he will never be able to use it on any other person again. And this is the reason why I am so paranoid when it comes to my daughters. Where they go, who they visit, the people that work with them. I am straight to say it's only men that can work with my daughters in anywhere, in any company, in any facility where they are, because I don't trust anymore. They are shared from all the misery outside. For someone to come and abuse them in their own home is something that I wouldn't even sit there and contemplate or even think about. So personally, I would say, to answer your question, how cruel can people be? Yes, they are. You don't even need to look outside. Just look around you. The people that they have the upper hand, the upper class, and then the one who in a position of the power, how that power is being used to oppress people. And to be honest, and this is the reason why some parents, including myself, who have fought and fought to keep our children home. It's not like there is no facility or there is no placement for special needs children. But I have watched I have done a lot of research. I have watched a lot of documenting about how in way in which these people get abused in all these institutions, that makes me tell, until my last breath, I will cater for my 2 daughters until I can no longer care for them anymore. But for now, they stay put. And this is the reason why. Because those who are even verbal, I have watched some documentary where these children or this young adult, they actually verbal to be able to say, this person did this to me. Even at that, it will still take the parents a legal battle for years to come to the truth, because those institution with a lot of money to pay the biggest lawyer in town will want to suppress it, because that's the way they make their money. And then you will see parents are left the devastation of having to have your child being abused, and secondly to having to fight for justice, because this institution, they are well equipped. So my dear, people are cruel, very cruel. How can you hurt someone knowing fully well that this person cannot retaliate, but nothing in your mind that will tell you that this is pure evil? Look, she has given birth even though she's still in coma. I think they should run a DNA, which I don't even need to say it. I think it will be a procedure. Even the judge and the police will want to investigate to know who in their right mind that will want to sleep with someone who is in the coma and to make her pregnant. So please, I would love to follow up with this case. I want to know how it ends, and whatever decision they may or how, please, I'm begging, I would love to know how this ends. I would love to know whether they actually found the person. That reminds me, there was another one couple of months back. This was a disabled girl as well who was pregnant, and the mom was baffled. How could that possible? So it does happen. But I've seen where the disabled child will be abused, and then they will have, growing up, I remember there was a blind girl who ended up having 3 kids in her father's house. No one ever came out to claim those 3 children. So that tells you how much that person kept going back, and at the abuse she take, whether it was one person, whether it was more than one person, we will never find out. But we are living in a society now where, especially here in the Western world, we will find out who is responsible for it. So please keep me posted. I would genuinely honestly want to know how this ends, because it kind of hits home really hard, like I said earlier, because I have 2 non-verbal autistic daughters, and if this was to be one of them or both girls, I will fight till the end to make sure whoever that is responsible for it go down for it for a very long time. But until then, guys, keep safe out there. Most importantly, be a good person. Bye.